Hello there. A while ago, I asked for your questions about Tales from the Nightlands, my latest Halloween Star Wars mini-series. I put out an AMA call, said I'd answer them in my newsletter, and I blatantly haven't yet, and I apologise for that. So I thought one of the easiest ways I could get through all your questions, and thank you for sending them in, is to answer them on video and put them out as reels and what have you. So here we go. First things first, though, I do apologise. I have been suffering from the cold from hell, or maybe from the Nightlands for the last week. So if I'm a bit sniffly or snotty, I apologise. But let's get to the first question. Okay, this first question comes from Force of Others podcast, and they ask, outside of the Bogeyman, is there anything else that inspired the Nightlander? It's a good question, and actually that was the main inspiration. I wanted to create a new character that could be used in Star Wars as a returning bogeyman. I was fascinated by the idea of a character returning to each of the three generations of heroes that we see in the films. So yeah, to create a bogeyman, a villain who isn't a Sith or anything like that, was the first and probably most important inspiration. There was something else. It was always going to be a Twi'lek for one good reason. I made a mistake. I made a mistake in the original Tempest Runner audio drama for the High Republic starring Lorna D. In that drama, I had her say something like, "Damn him to the Nightlands." And I was thinking of the Nightlands in the original Legends expanded universe of Star Wars, where the home planet of the Twi'leks was tidal locked, meaning that there was one side of the planet that was constantly in daylight and one side of the planet that was constantly in darkness. And so that's what originally Lorna was saying, cast them, damn them to the Nightlands. But then, of course, I'd forgotten that in modern canon in Star Wars, the planet isn't tidally locked at all. So it spins and there are days and nights. But I really like the name Nightlands. And so in a lot of these times, you do try and find a solution to your mistake. And my mistake was saying that. My solution was to think of, well, what does Lorna's culture think about the afterlife? Do they have a realm of the dead? And that's what I realised could be the Nightlands. And from that, we have the Nightlander, who is the queen of the dead in their culture, in their religion. And maybe she wants to put herself into our world, into the Brightlands, where the living live. So yes, that was the original spark of inspiration for the Nightlands and the Nightlander. It all came from making a mistake.